Hello and welcome once again to a very new and fresh video. It has been a while, and that has been for a very good reason. It is not that we don't want to make videos anymore whatsoever. Why we have been away, I'm going to how to say that. I'm going to highlight that a little bit later on in the video. But before I'm going a little bit more in depth into as to why we haven't been really uploading any kind of videos, I do want to start off with the usual Bitcoin technical analysis video and basically telling you all that as of this week I am back again, so expect new videos. And this is only part of the force that is currently back, which is currently me. But the professor himself, the man himself, the legend, will also be back shortly with us very, very soon. And with that, the full force of chart champions, the CC pool, is back united and back in full force again. So to celebrate that, I want to start off with going through the Bitcoin chart with you all today, and I also want to basically review a little bit of what has transpired last week as to how I have been looking at the chart myself, and with that, hopefully provide a little bit of educational content for you all as you are used to receiving from us in the same standards and quality as we always do. So without further ado, hope you've enjoyed. If you like what we do, as usual, smash that like and subscribe button. Follow us on social media, and let us know that what we're making is something that you like as well. So let yourself be heard, and we listen and we read everything. So thanks in advance for that. Without further ado, let's go and begin with the video. Welcome back, everybody. Very excited to bring you this video, honestly, because boy oh boy have I missed the charts. Trading is really what I love to do, so it's not easy to stay away from the charts for a longer period of time. It has been a really long time since I've been fully disconnected with the charts, so that's been really good. But now I'm back and fully back to focus on analyzing the charts and trading and such. So let's begin with the analysis. To be really honest, over the past week, price has been extremely quiet. To be honest, nonetheless volatile. However, it has been in a very confined space. So before I will give you some of the levels that I've been looking at over the past week, basically what has transpired over the last few weeks is essentially nothing more after having a drop exactly as predicted, as you could find on Twitter posts in the past from Daniel and myself as well. We have had the drop finally as exactly as predicted, coming down into the zone that we were looking at as support. Covering this really in depth in one of our champion streams, and since then we have bounced a tremendous 50% pretty much in price. 40%, sorry, my bad. 40% in price, which is a massive price increase, obviously. So very, very, very big bounce. So where does it leave us now currently on the chart? Well, really, to be very, very, very honest, I'm only giving out two levels that have been proven valid, and basically the only two levels that you really would have needed this entire week, which is 45,512 and 42,703 and 50 cents. Those were the key levels that I have marked out on the chart for the remaining week. Highlighting this in our usual Sunday Champions live stream, and then covering this also with public updates, of which I'm going to show you a little snippet from in a little second, so you can get a little bit of a feeling of what we actually do within that group. So initially, let me actually start off with showing you this 1 minute of videos, explaining you how I got to these levels. So enjoy that, and let's go. for today at least. So these are this is the biggest level that I'm looking for today, which has really nice confluence with the weekly level. It also has it had another confluence which at the moment I kind of forgot. Um, I can't remember at the moment. There was another confluence from the top of my head. I forgot for now. But for today, these are kind of the levels that I'm looking for. So in an alternative way of how you could see how you could view this channel really is, you know, we have nice confluence around that midline of the channel as well with this daily level, right? So for me, I'm really simply just trading this local range, to be honest, from the weekly to the daily to the high of the range, really, or the top of the channel, and simply go from there. Should we lose this level, then we're gonna have this daily level coming back into play, which also has really nice confluence with the point of control. From basically the entire region, and then potentially we can even look to form a range over here, so to speak. So basically, that is really all the technical analysis that you would need today, given out in a champions only live stream for the day, for the time being, in the champions group only, where I went through this idea, and thus far, really little has actually changed. So in terms of when it comes to analyzing the charts, this is really all that you would need. And you might now wonder by yourself, like, really, is that really the case? Well, allow me to demonstrate you. Beginning with the beginning. So if I would pull a simple Fibonacci level from high, low over here, as I highlighted later in that specific stream as well, you can see that we are hitting that CC over here. As a matter of fact, while during doing that live stream, we actually hit that level, and we were watching the reaction together with all the champs combined while I was doing the live stream, right? So basically, I took a trade off of that, and that resulted into a very nice reaction, as you can see, all shared within the group, as you can see, hitting that level, then dropping down to the market structure, giving us a really nice 0.8% scalp, essentially. Then going forward from there, as we were progressing within that range, as highlighted, I'm looking for that top of the range, after which exactly that happened per se, not giving me one, but two of the exact same trade setups, right? So basically, before I went to bed yesterday, I wrote down a few quick words before I sign out today. We had a great volatile day. For me, this is what I thrive in. So very volatile day. We were moving up in the range, had a very big drop until we eventually moved to the top of the range. For me, this was also an important level, taking it from the candle closes. So I took that trade initially, trading it back down to more or less the bottom of the range. Was not given the bottom of the range, but fair enough, very good trade, in profit, got stopped out for the remainder of my position, giving me a winning trade nonetheless, right? So having this plan of trading the range and within the range, as long as it's in the range, really is paying off, as opposed to all the time waiting for a really big dump or a big pump in price. For me, this is perfect. I love quiet environments and the volatility within those quiet environments. So as you can see, all shared this within the group, saying exactly the same as I'm saying now in the stream. Many people waiting for the big moves, which paved the way for great range trade for me. Ultimately planned the trade literally 1.5 days in advance. Actually gave me not one but two greatly profitable short trades, one over here and then one over here to the bottom of the range. In one day, a total of 5% increase of my portfolio. So that is definitely worth the wait. Also marks out that patience in the end does reward. Only to go to bed, letting this short run till its final target, only to flip into a long trade at the key level that I've also marked out at the same time. And now from there on out, we have bounced once again, basically 2% almost. So, or actually more than 2%. So all in all, great moves to be had if you know what you're doing. right? So these are other champions. So this is one of the shorts that I took from that stream, as you can see. Simply trading the range till it breaks after 3 or 4 days of waiting, ultimately based off of the stream that I did on Sunday. Other champions following along with their making progress in their learning journey, and also able to to follow along and get into the mindset that I'm trying to teach. So all in all, really great. And then ultimately, as you see, also shared in the group this morning, hit that key level, having this bounce, which brings us to the place where we are at today. Now, what am I looking for next? With this information, I kind of want to say this is, if you've been following our content, then you should kind of start to get to know a little bit of what I would be looking for next. But for those who are new to this channel, allow me to explain very simply. I'm approaching this chart very relaxed. For me, these are the big key levels. And as long as we are not outside these key levels, for me, any other level is simply not relevant. So what does that really mean? So if we start to break this level and backtest this level as support, then the next level comes into play, which for me at the moment simply is not relevant as long as we're staying within this range. So all I need right now is literally these two levels. And until these levels are not respected anymore, which at some point in time it will, then I will have to find new levels. That means that I need to go back, zoom out a little bit on the chart, take a look at my analysis again, and come up with simply a new plan. And until that has not happened, I don't really need a new plan. So for that reason, these are literally the only two levels that I need at so far. This allows me to stay patient, but also not get into the habit of wishful thinking. Like, what if we now go straight to all-time highs? For me, not important. Making loads of money in this range, performing really well in this range. So why would I think about the next step already if right now I already have everything that I need? This is my current approach to the charts. Hopefully this is helpful for you. And thus far that concludes the technical analysis for this video as of now. And obviously in the next video we're gonna cover technical analysis as well. Now, before I close off with this video, I do wanna highlight a little bit of something. As you might have noticed, we haven't been making a lot of videos over the last 2-3 weeks, so to speak. And that has been for good reason. I would say I cannot go too much into detail yet, but you will notice that very soon we're going to drop something tremendous. Not only for all the members that are already subscribed, but one thing that I can promise that that the educational service that we're providing is going to be improved by a lot. So the standard is going to be a lot higher, and yeah, it's we just love to give education. Sharing knowledge is our goal in the end, and that is what we have been working on for a very long period of time actually. And now we are reaching the conclusion of that, and we're almost ready to show this to the world. So have a few more days of patience, and keep an eye on this channel, as we will reveal this within very short amount of time. Secondly, obviously, I'm back currently, and Daniel, the master himself, is also going to return very soon. And with our return, we are also going to provide you with more YouTube content, with more public videos again, as you're used of us. But we're also going to bring a little bit more variation in the type of content that we bring, as we are currently mainly focused on heavy, technical analysis type of videos. We are making plans to make a broader selection of content. We do have plans for this, but obviously you are the community, and in the end, we do this all for the community, and we do this to share the education with you guys. So what I would love to hear, what we would love to hear, is what kind of content would you really like to see from us besides just trading? Is it a lifestyle video? Do you want to see product reviews or whatever I'm not naming right now? Let yourself be heard and write it down below in the comments. What kind of content you would like to see in addition to the content we already bring. Would be really enjoyable for us to read all of your comments. So thanks in advance for sharing your thoughts on that. And with that, we have now arrived at the end of this video, and I'm looking very much forward to the next one. But until then, have a really great weekend ahead and see you in the next one. Cheers, everybody. Bye.